Hi, I'm Roseanna from Moara Crochet, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you the plans I've made for 2024. And today I've made a little list, so I'm much more organized than usual, and I'm going to take you through point by point where Moara Crochet is going to go, a few of the changes, and what can you help me with. Okay, so let's start. So the first thing I want to tell you is that this year is going to be a whole year of flowers. My whole concept this year is all going to be about flowers, every type of flower in different forms. So there's going to be flowers as in the free crochet flowers, flowers as in granny squares, and there's also going to be some big projects that I am working on right now behind the scenes, and I hope I will be ready to share with you this new idea and concept I've been working on now for over a year for spring. So I'm sure you're gonna love it. I'm pouring my heart and soul into this new project, and I can't wait to show you. So that's what's gonna happen. Another reason why I am devoting just to flowers is because I would love to share with you beautiful crochet patterns that are for the winter. But my problem is I live in Brazil. As you can see, it's very sunny today, and it is so difficult for me to get the yarns that I would like to work with. And I only have access to these yarns when I go back to England, which tends to be the summer. Therefore, I can't get any winter yarns. And for me to get them imported over to Brazil is just absurd. So I am finally giving up my ideas that I've been working on for a few years of working more for winter, because it just doesn't work for me in the situation I am and where I live. So I've decided to give it up and concentrate on what I have access to, what is easy for me to get to, and I can get yarn whenever I need it. So if I'm missing one ball of yarn, I can go into any shop, a craft shop in Brazil, and I know I can get it. So most of my work from now on is going to be flower based and working with cotton yarn. It does not mean that you can't make these designs in other yarns. Of course you can. If you have the access, use whatever yarn you wish, as long as it's a similar weight or it follows the pattern guidelines. So just to let you know, most of it is now going to be cotton based. Okay. So also, as I am having a huge year of changes, there is going to be a lot of patterns coming out this year. And my patterns are going to be much smaller and quicker. What that means is I'm going to need a lot of testers. So I already have a group of testers that I already use. But if you would like to be one of my crochet testers, send me a message below, write a message here on YouTube and get in contact with me. And there are a few little rules to being a tester. One is you can commit to the test. Of course, I understand everybody has life, we have children, we have jobs, things are going on. So I am very flexible with my testing timings, and I will always be forgiving because that's life. Things get in the way. And I'm so grateful for anyone who will give up their time and skills to help me progress onto the next step from Moara Crochet. Rule number 2 is you can get the materials and you can commit to the test. Rule number 3 is please be very conscious that I spend a lot of time working on these patterns, and a lot of my work and testing goes into this, and I'll be very upset if somebody took my idea and published it as their own. Now, a lot of designers have this problem. I had a lot of problems last year with people directly taking my patterns, including the PDF, and selling it as their own. And I had a few different shops on Etsy who blatantly took my pattern and resold it as their own. So be aware that you're taking away my livelihood when you do that, and so much work goes into that. Not that I believe any of you would, but it's just one of those things you have to say as a designer. So I am sure you would all agree to all of these. So if you would like to test from Moara Crochet, write me a message down below and let's get in contact. So if you're a lover of flowers, lover of crochet, would like to try something new, contact me and let's see if we can work something out. So as I have been saying, this year will be a big year of flowers. Now I will continue to try, I'm not promising, I will continue to try and release a new free crochet pattern every month. As I know you love the free crochet patterns, especially the flower ones, and I'm going to try and get more specialized in flowers. One of the things I've noticed over the last few years is one of my flowers which does so well is actually the crochet thistle, and this is because it's a national symbol for Scotland, so it's very niche, and I get a lot of comments with people using it for weddings, for remembrance, for birthdays, for art, for decorations. So I'm going to try and go more into these niche flowers which have a real symbolism for people, just like the similar one that I did for Ukraine. I did the national flower, which is the blue cornflower. If you think of any flowers which are really important to your culture and you would like them as a crochet pattern, leave me a message below and I will see if I can get one of them made this year. Okay, talking about flowers, so this month's flower, which I will be releasing either this week or a few days after this video goes live, is going to be this one, which is my Crochet Winter Jasmine. Now we have this in our garden, and obviously not crochet, and she smells divine. When you walk past her, the aroma is very fragrant, it's very pungent, it's a beautiful, beautiful smell. So this free pattern with the video, as usual, will be going live in a few days. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you would like to be notified when that free pattern is live, or go in the link below and click onto my website and you'll get a notification when I release this new pattern. And this will be done with a video and a step-by-step YouTube video, and a step-by-step photo tutorial. Okay, so this is this month's free crochet flower. This year I'm also going to be changing the structure and how I use YouTube as a platform to share with you updates. So I would like to talk with you about crochet topics, crochet related items. For example, ways on how to crochet faster, crochet through the eras, heirloom crochet, modern crochet, how crochet can be used to help us relax, all these little different topics that I will try and share my opinions with. Write your response, let's get into a conversation and talk more about crochet, because I feel like the world is only ever about knitting. You know, crochet is always seen as a little second thing, but to be honest, there is so many types of crochet out there, and crochet is not always easy like everyone says. We may only have one hook, but we can create beautiful heirloom items which we can pass from generation to generation, just like other crafts. So as we go along through the next few weeks, few months, I will be talking more with you about all these topics. Again, if you think of any topics you want to talk about with me, leave a message below. Or if you want to link up with me through YouTube and we could do a one-on-one of talking, we can do that also. And maybe in the future we could set up a community similar to Discord where we can meet once every 2 weeks, go online like many knitting communities do, and in Brazil I say bate-papo or Kaffee Klatsch in German, and have a little discussion and talk about crafts together. So if you'd be interested, let me know in the comments below. One of my aims, which I have wanted to do for years and years, is create a crochet along. As I have seen many platforms do knit alongs, but never really something with a crochet along. So I'm thinking more towards the end of summer, autumn, to create a pattern, a simple pattern, which we could do a weekly, like I was saying, a weekly Discord or a weekly YouTube. I know we can do YouTube lives, in which I will share with you a simple pattern and let's all crochet something together. So my idea was something like a crochet hat or a crochet beanie, in which we will use a technique which is slightly more difficult to push it beyond beginner level. Or it could be a crochet scarf, something which is a doable project within a 4 to 6 weeks basis. So if you would like to do this, again, comments. Today, all I am asking for you is to leave me comments, or you can write me an email or send me a message on Instagram. Please not on Facebook, I don't use it so much, but any of those platforms, leave me a message and let's get planning for this year and make this year more a crochet year than knitting, which takes over the whole world. So that's one of my big aims for this year. So let's see if we pull it off. I don't know, let's see. Does anybody want to do a crochet along with me and join? Let's find out. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I will still keep going on with all my other projects. And final thing, which I want to share with you today is, as I was saying, my platform here on YouTube, I'm going to change slightly and make videos about my previous patterns. The reason being, when I started designing five years ago now, I would write a pattern, make some photos, get it on Pinterest, get it on Etsy, Love Crochet, Ravelry, and that was it. And that pattern was done. And I have created a lot of patterns over the year, but there are actually no videos where I share with you information on how the garment or the piece is made, the ideas, the inspiration, the techniques that's used in it, what yarn you will need. So, for example, I've got 2 projects here which were made in the last two years, and one of these is my Chandra tunic, which is inspired by an Indian style tunic. And what I would do is talk you through the process of how I made this garment, the type of pattern it is, the level you would need to be, all the little resources that go with it, and talk you through each of my designs. So once or twice a month, I am going to be talking through designs. And this is one of my designs here that I had released in a magazine a few years ago. Crochet, I can't remember the name off the top of the head. I think it was Crochet Now. And this pattern sells very well, but I feel like it could do better if I actually did a talk through about the process, because my patterns are not simple. They are designed to push you to the next level, push you onto a new skill and increase your knowledge of crochet. And sometimes when you buy my patterns, it can be a little daunting. So that is going to be the process of these videos, to talk you through each of my patterns. So again, another reason to leave a comment. If there is a pattern you have seen which you would like some more information on because you're not sure about it, leave a message below and I'll make sure those are the videos that get made first. Okay, so I'm going to bring this video to a close. This has been a lot of information for the first videos of 2024. As I said, this is a big video. Please leave me lots of comments. help me decide what you want, where you want it to go, and I will work through the process and get all of your ideas and your comments fulfilled as well as I can. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to love you and leave you, and I will see you in the next crochet video, which will be this Crochet Winter Jasmine, which is coming in a few days. So until then, bye bye.